Great. Well, hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. Most of you, I think I know, but as I had said just before we started recording, I spoke with Carlos last week and arranged this, but we didn't want it to just be, I didn't want it to just be for my team. I wanted to open it up to other people in the UK who are interested in coaching. So I popped it in the coach network, and I know Caroline's invited some of her coaches on board. So this is Carlos. He is a corporate executive, I think was the phrase that you used earlier, Carlos. So Carlos works for Beachbody, and he's here really to give us some guidance about coaching and the coaching opportunity, and answer any questions that we've got. So he's a great source of knowledge, and he's got some absolutely awesome documents that we can share later, so we'll find a way to get them out to everybody. So if you have any questions, feel free, maybe pop it in the chat box, and if you are somewhere that's busy, if you could just put yourself on mute. I managed to ask Claire, just so then everyone isn't distracted by the noise that's going on in the background. Cool. I think that's about it.
Awesome. Eve, thanks again for putting this call together. Once again, we're super excited to go to the UK. We know one of the things that Carl Deichler said during our call, and for those of you who do not know who Carl Deichler is, he's our co-founder. Carl Deichler and John Congdon were the ones who started Beachbody in the year 1999. And their idea was to provide people with options so they can gain a healthy body or live a healthy life from home. I mean, it's typical in big metropolis, big cities that it's tough to get to a gym every day. I mean, we love going to the gym. We love to exercise, getting together in parks, anywhere. But to do that every day is a little tough. So their idea was to produce videos that you could follow from home. And of course, I mean, the story evolves and it goes basically into the idea that they were selling millions of these videos, guys, millions of these videos everywhere. But they had no insight into whether people were actually watching them or seeing them. They saw a group of people who were posting or not posting, but they were talking about how cool these videos were, but they didn't really get an insight into what's happening until many years later when they decided to partner up with those super users, with people who were using the products a lot, and they were encouraging others to use these cool videos they came up with. And as they partnered up with these, I guess, coaches at the very beginning, they realized also that they created this sort of like a community where awesome fitness instructors and phenomenal nutrition and plans that would help you maximize the exercise that you're doing daily, combined with having someone that you relate to help you push through those days that you don't want to do the exercise and you don't want to do the eating clean. And as a peer support, it really created impact and it helped people, I guess, really achieve the results they wanted. So that's when basically Team Beachbody came about, when they realized, you know what, we need people engaged. We need coaches who can help our customers achieve the results that they can achieve by actually doing the videos, following the clean eating plans, and showing up every day, even in their own living room, to exercise, And so that's how the Team Beachbody came about. And the mission of Team Beachbody is very simple. It says, we help people achieve their goals and live healthy, fulfilling lives. So we help people achieve their goals and live healthy, fulfilling lives. And that's very amazing, because the idea really is to be a support to individuals who say, hey, I want to get healthy. I want to feel comfortable with myself again, and we need help to do this. So yeah, they found out through our website or infomercials. Somehow they found out who we are and our products are. But the idea of having a coach, someone who's going to be there for them, encouraging them, helping them feel like they can actually do this, it is the key to our success. I mean, we're at 1.3 billion US dollars company a year, and we're only in the US and Canada. It is a huge success. We've got millions of people who are using our products with success, and we attribute that to the coaching network. Having people like you who say, hey, you know what, I love this, it's impacted my life, and I can help you achieve your results. And that's the key. I mean, that we're going after helping people with their goals. Not your goals, their goals, that you're focused on them. So we usually tell people you need to focus on asking individuals, what is it that you want to do? Some people may say, you know what, I want to lose 5 pounds. Others are going to say, I want to lose 15 pounds. A wedding's coming up. My sister's getting married. I want to look good. I don't want to hide behind my nephew anymore. I don't want to be, feeling like I need to play the photographer not to show up on the picture. Those things that go beyond the looks, It becomes sort of like a weight in people's minds that they cannot live their life they like the way they want it because there's something there that's dragging them down. So our idea is for coaches to when they approach somebody, or when someone sees your social media post and they go, oh, Claire, I love that before and after you shared, or Lisa, I love that inspirational thought that you shared with us today. And when they click on like and they click on share of that video or that post that you made, you reach out to them and say, hey, my name is Lisa, my name is Nicola, and yeah, I'm a Beachbody coach, and what I do is I help people achieve their goals. How can I help you? And that's usually how we start our conversations, by making posts on social media about the way you're living your life, about what things you are doing to impact your own fitness. And as people react to that, and they ask you questions and they go, what is it that you're doing? I mean, I see your videos of you exercising day by day. What is it that you're doing? What is this? When you interact with them, basically you put yourself at their service and the service and say, hey, I have found something that has helped me. And over the years, I've been trying different solutions. Now, I've tried crazy diets. I've tried crazy pills. I've tried all these different things that have given me limited results or temporary results. But now I have found this, and you share with them. But once again, it starts with the question, hey, what can I do for you? And people will tell you, oh, well, I want to lose 15 pounds, or I need to fit again in the dress I want to wear. Some of the reasons why people want to lose weight or get in shape or even build muscle depend and vary with each individual that you're going to talk to. But for example, one of them that's very impactful to me is once I met this lady who said, Carlos, what I wanted when I joined Beachbody, or when I joined my challenge group from my coach, is because I just wanted to put my wedding ring again in my finger. And I shared that with my coach. I said, you know what? It's not just about looking good. It's once again, I just want to be able to put the symbol back in my finger. I mean, it's a personal thing. It's just for her, right? But my coach was very loving, and she helped me see that I can do this. That even though over the years I have not been able to achieve that goal, that she helped me little by little until 3 months later, I can put the ring back on. And she was happy. She was doing a happy dance on social media. I don't know if that relates to you or not, but she was so happy. And to be able to witness that is the coolest thing that you get to see as a coach. And yeah, some of you may ask, Carlos, now tell us about the business opportunity. Of course there is a business opportunity. I promise you'll see it there. Many of our coaches have benefited from it tremendously. But the main thing that I want you to get out of this call, this initial call, is that the reason why we do this is because we truly, truly want to help people. There is an amazing, scary statistics all over the globe about the way the lack of movement or the lack of fitness. And it's not fitness for being fit, but it's also preventive. And we know that we've got the solution, that is real. So we are super happy about that. And so let me tell you what I would like to do now. Okay, so I give you a little intro on the feeling or the message of what a coaching is in your mind. But let me tell you this group that you're a part of, the UK pre-launch team on Facebook. If you're not part of their group, I would invite you to join. We will be providing you training from the company. I'm pretty sure you're going to get a lot of awesome training from your corporate. I mean, from your coach sponsor, upline or soon to be upline. You're going to get phenomenal training. But also from our side, from Beachbody Corporate, we've got training that you can start utilizing. We'll give you a lot of materials, documents, information on how to talk about Shakeology, appropriate for your market, specifically the UK. And for example, I was just printing this Shakeology tools that will give you ideas on what the ingredients are, how to talk about the ingredients, recipes, ideas on how to approach people who have questions about it, right? And so many other wonderful things, even sourcing, right? Where are our ingredients coming from? All these things will be available to you, and we're going to have them and so you can learn how to speak confidently about Shakeology and our other products. But this group that we're organizing, their main purpose of it is for you to find resources. Okay, cool. To find resources that will allow you to feel, hey, I'm getting ready for this. Autumn's coming, and I will become a Beachbody coach. And when you start as a Beachbody coach, you will not feel like you're starting in autumn. All these months or weeks are going to help you prepare. So when autumn comes, you're ready to go. And before I go on, I would like to introduce you to our Executive Director of International Expansion and a phenomenal friend, a great colleague, and a leader, Arnauld Nakaha. Arnauld, how are you, my friend?
I'm well. Hey, Carlos. Thanks for having us, Eve and team, and thanks for letting me crash the party. Looks like a fun bunch of people on here, and I don't know how much you've shared already, Carlos, but whatever you said.
Guys, basically, this is our first call, and Arnauld, Eve invited UK friends from different walks of life and different groups, and just to get together. And they've been working together and knowing of each other for over a year now, and this is super fun for us. But what I was saying is, like, we are a resource to you. I know you're going to have an upline coach. You're going to have a team that's going to support you, going to give you amazing information. But know this, from Team Beachbody, you also have the support of Arnauld and our team, who we are dedicated just to give you the tools that you need to go on and impact the lives of more and more people. Because once again, that is the key. The reason why we're successful is because the way we approach the market is by providing real solutions to real people. And I love that. Arnauld, if you want to take it from here and add more things.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, again, thank you, Caroline and Eve and everybody else that's on here. Grateful to be on here with you. I was actually in the United Kingdom, as you guys saw the video, and got to meet the team there. So we've got, a team that's going to be there to support you, to support your clients and coaches as we kind of scale and get ready for an exciting autumn launch. And really scale for, a much bigger growth throughout the UK. This is a special time for us here at Corporate. We've been looking forward to this for a while now. We tend to really make sure that we do a good job in setting the foundation and the structure so that we take good care of you guys. You ultimately will put your names behind Team Beachbody. You're going to put your reputation behind Team Beachbody. You're going to also put some hard work behind Team Beachbody for those of you that are going to join us as coaches. And we want to make sure that we earn your trust and we work hard for your trust. Now, the perspective that I thought I could share with you as we get ready for the next several months before we actually are open for business in the United Kingdom. I have to legally say that we're not yet open for business in the United Kingdom, but when we do, I think it's an exciting time. But you want to do it on purpose. In other words, if you were to be waiting for a train, for instance, and let's say the train is coming in autumn of this year, and the train is moving at a fast speed, and you're wanting to hop on the train, jump on the train, there's two things you can do. You can start running before the train gets there, or you can just wait for the train to be there. I wouldn't advise either of those. I was in London, I took the tube, and it actually stops for you. Okay, so this is just an analogy. This is an example I want to share. But I always say with coaches is, if the train is moving at a fast speed, the best thing you can do is start running before it gets there, so you can hop on and actually carry on and move on with the train. And so what I want to describe to you, maybe give some advice on what that looks like for those of you that I assume want to get running, to be a part of this Team Beachbody train. We certainly are excited to have everybody on board, whether you want to crawl or walk or run, whatever you want to do, we certainly welcome you. My experience stems from about 4 years ago when I helped open Canada. And I want to share kind of what worked during the pre-launch period, and then when we launched. In other words, what Claire or Janelle or Kyle or Sally or Marie could do if you do want to be a part of this army of volunteers that want to change the health and fitness landscape of the United Kingdom. So I've got some notes here. The first thing is, you want to truly understand who we are, who Team Beachbody is. And we're about, first of all, transforming yourself. We're about actually putting in some hard work. We certainly don't offer any magic potion. We don't offer anything that is going to come easy. And for that particular reason, that's what makes us successful, because we are proven and we have a solution that is there that will be adopted and that has been adopted by millions of people. And what I'm referring to, it's really the fitness component of who we are. You truly need to understand the fitness component. Many of you, I'm sure, have had experience with some of our programs, brands, whether P90X, Insanity, T25, 21-day fix, and so on and so forth. I think you have to truly be a product of the product. And some of the most successful coaches, fast forward 4 years now in Canada, have been ones that are products of the product. When we do have Shakeology available, you absolutely want to be on that. But for now, you do have the fitness component there. I would make sure that you run free challenge groups, both yourselves that are on here, but start thinking about that next phase of people, right? The people that you know and care about, that have certain specific goals. Right now is a great time, to get started with that. You're looking into summertime. You're looking for people getting ready for that, or purely just people looking to change their health and fitness. So I would tell you that the number one thing for sure is being a product of the product. Number two would be truly being a part of our culture. And there's no better way to be a part of our culture other than participating in what your team or the company puts on. And we are a very social media friendly company, meaning we're on social media 24/7, whether it's Instagram as a platform or Facebook. There's a ton of information and training that is shared there. But we also pride ourselves in running meetings. And I think meetings is where kind of the idea of Team Beachbody becomes real, because you meet other people that are just like you, that have some of the same goals, maybe some of the same similar aspirations, or even similar problems or obstacles, or dreams. And I think it's such a cool thing that we're able to do that both from a social media standpoint, through recognition and sharing of stories and training, but also from a live event standpoint, where you truly get to know who Team Beachbody is. And so I know that I was there actually, with Thomas Sperrit, a general manager, and we traveled about an hour and a half. And he says, people just don't go for an hour and a half and travel an hour and a half. It's got to be, a big deal for people to go. I would just tell you, plant the seed that it will be a great investment for you to go there, because once you actually do see other people, there's something added there as far as your belief, as far as what you take back to your team. So that I would tell you will be huge in actually participating in the community, because you truly start understanding what we're about. Because at the end of the day, while Shakeology is the healthiest meal of the day, while, Sean T and now Chris Downing and Autumn Calabrese and Tony Horton and Shalene Johnson certainly are incredible super trainers, while Carl and Isabel Deichler are incredible visionaries, where people like Carlos and Thomas Sperrit and, Laura Miller really form the essence of who we are. It's ultimately about you. And if we don't provide something that helps you and your community and your family and friends, we're not satisfied. And so the only way that your family and friends will get a glimpse into what Team Beachbody is if you're there yourself and can relate that information to them. So I would say, number one, being proud of the product. Number two, really participating in that culture and community through what we offer from a Facebook, kind of a social media platform, but also a live event platform, which Carlos spoke about the Facebook page, so I won't go into more of that. And then the final thing is this. The final thing is really being clear on what you want to get out of this, right? And it's about you. It's about your goal. It's not what we share or what you see a North American coach share or one of your fellow, UK coaches might share. Ultimately, I think you have to figure out what you want to get out of it. You have to figure out what your specific goals are. And it's okay to start with a simple goal of, I want to get back in shape. I want to inspire my community. I want to, show my family that, you can change the course of your health and fitness. And that family could be a distant cousin, or it could be the person that you share dinner with every evening. And what we've seen is the best way to truly make an impact on that is for you to lead by example. And through leading by example, the best way to become a leader is first to become a follower. And so the last part I would share is being coachable and being open. Being coachable and being open. And finding a mentor, finding a leader, and learning from them and adapting that to what you do very best. There's certainly going to be multiple different training platforms, multiple different ways to climb the mountain. Find one that works for you, customize it, and then stick to it. The easy thing to do is to kind of get lost in all these platforms and all over the place and forget about keeping the main thing, which is number one, we lead ourselves and we become a product of the product. Number two, we inspire other people through challenge groups to join our movement. And number three, we find a few people that want to pay it forward like us. We rinse, we repeat, and do it again. We do it again every single month. We make sure that we're a product of the product. As we know, you don't get to just do P90X once, have incredible results, and call it good, right? You've got to make it a lifestyle. Number two, find other people that are going to be like you, truly through the fitness and nutrition standpoint. And then from there, you're going to find a few people that are the dreamers, that are the doers, that want a little bit more out of life, that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. How many of you know someone like that will complain to you about, I'm just kind of sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'd like something different for my life. I envisioned something different. I did not think that I would be in this position at this point of my life. And you know what? It might be one of us that are on this call. And we think that we happen to have a great solution and a great vehicle that has proven itself, by the way, here in the United States and Canada. We cannot be more thrilled to bring it to more deserving, hardworking people than the people of the United Kingdom. So Thank you for having us, Eve and team. Look forward to partnering with you guys, because that's how we see it. We see it as partnering with you guys. And Carlos, OVC, and I are here for you. And should you ever need anything, certainly reach out. Let's make sure we're connected on Facebook, and then that you're also part of that UK pre-launch page. That's where we're going to give all the training and really information to make sure that you guys are ready to go in the autumn of this year. So Eva, I'll toss it back to you, and should you have any questions, we are happy to answer, and we'll let you go on your merry way. I think it's late in the evening there.
There we go. Yeah, it's coming up to 8:30 now, and bless, Kyle and Claire are both at work. Claire's in the kitchen and Kyle's been called into work, so I'm absolutely loving the commitment there from people. But has anyone got any questions specifically?
Can you put so Caroline says, can you put a link to the pre-launch Facebook page? Yes, we can. Absolutely.
So I think it's facebook.com/Beachbody Champions UK.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I am that sad. Biggest loser ever.
I love it. Beachbody Champions. There you go. Well, there you have it. I just posted it there. Awesome. And I'm sure that you'll have more questions as we go, and certainly feel free to reach out anytime. And in the meantime, thanks for being on. We love doing these calls. I mean, these are literally, the foundation of our future, volunteers and first responders and partners out there. So look forward to meeting you in person in London at our launch event or one of the training events.
Can I just say, if I do come to the office, I will not steal Beachbody Monopoly. I will not actually do that.
Maybe we'll bring it back as a promotional prize, and you guys can win it.
Yeah, absolutely. Good. We love a bit of Monopoly over here.
Oh, fantastic!
So I know Carlos has done some documents for us about sort of telling your story and discovering your why. I don't know if you want to tell a little bit more about that, Carlos. Can't hear you.
Okay. Yes. Actually, thank you, Eve, and Arnauld. Once again, thanks for your remarks and helping us get a good perspective. I've got a document that I think you can start using right now to help you expand your circle of influence, to help you tell your story. Most times, it's very hard for us to tell our story because there's so much to tell. So we've put together these with simple questions that will give you a pattern to use as you tell your Beachbody story, as you share with others the struggles you've been through and how you found a solution with our programs. This is called the Let's Write Your Transformation Story document. It's a doc that I'm gonna put up there on the UK page. Pre-launch page group, so you can download it. But basically, let me tell you, it's just very simple questions that help you connect with your audience. Like Arnauld was saying, we found that the most successful coaches in the US and Canada, one of the things that they're constantly doing is expanding their reach. They're constantly inviting for people to connect with them using social media. So in a way, social media to them is no longer just a site where they share pictures with their distant relatives in a different county. And it is an actual tool to expand their reach so they can achieve their mission. So one of the things that we wanted to do is basically give you this questions. And let me share this with you right now, because I think is going to be a good idea for you to take a look at these questions and understand why they are there. Now, tell me, please, if you can see this.
Let me also interject, Carlos, that this, before even asking it to anybody else, I think you've got to, it'd be a great exercise to do, obviously to do yourself, which is why Carlos is sharing, and look at this as kind of your cheat sheet to help you write down your story. There's a lot of questions. You don't have to answer all the questions. I think it'd be one where, if Claire, someone came to you and asked you kind of your story, on what Beachbody has done for you, this would be one of those things that kind of help guide you there. So Carlos, you can share about that.
Thank you. And thanks. And that is completely true, because this is your story. So if you want to omit some of the questions, please feel free to do so. One of the things that help people connect is that basically start by saying, hey, my name is Carlos. I live in Provo, Utah, and my wife and I have a couple kids or 3 kids, or I usually say this. I've got 4 children and 12 chickens because I do have 12 chickens. So, and it makes it a little funny, especially when you're sharing this on social media, but also creates a connection with individuals that may be like you. Because one of the key things that you will find is that you want to find people who connect with your story. And that relates to what Arnauld is saying, that you will see American coaches tell their story, or other UK coaches telling their own story. But what will really help you connect with others are people who are living or going through similar circumstances as you are. That's why you should start with, what's your name, where do you live, describe your family. The next question is, how long have you been trying to lose weight? And this is a question that is very interesting, because most people, when you actually think about this, you realize that you may be in this journey for several years now. It's not just something that you thought to yourself, well, my sister's getting married in the autumn, so I want to get ready for that. But as you ask this question to yourself, you may realize that you've actually been trying to do this for a while. So, and once again, how do you feel emotionally before your Beachbody transformation? How are you feeling? How you connect on the emotional side of things? How many diets or programs did you try without lasting results? And you describe them. I tried the crazy pills, or I did I don't know. You describe what you've been through. And this one is a unique one. I don't know how you feel about sharing this one, but this question helps coaches in the US answer or respond to the idea of the cost of the product even before it's asked. How much money have you spent in diets and programs before Beachbody? Write a number. So we've noticed that coaches say, you know what, over the years, I've been doing these diets and taking these pills, or doing these training exercises for X amount of dollars that amount to X. a couple $100 or $1,000 or $2,000. So when they actually say that, people relate to it. Oh, you know what? I did try stuff like that, and I did put money into it, and I did not have lasting results. Let's see what this person is saying, right? Next question, how do you feel realizing you did not achieve your goal? Once again, it goes back to the state of mind. And then the next one is, how do you find out about Beachbody? And that's sort of like you start creating a journey to them. You know what? I saw my coach Eve on social media posting about fitness being more than just exercising, but a lifestyle. Or I saw my coach Stacy talking about how a daily routine will help you improve. Or I found my coach Caroline talking about, so you make the connection that is something that you found somehow. Maybe it could be an infomercial that you saw, right? And then the next question is, which program did you do first, and what others have you completed? And this is one of the keys, because some people may believe that with one program, that's enough. I do 21-day fix and I'm done. So 21 days, I bought the challenge pack, I bought my DVDs, and I bought my Shakeology for that 1 month, and then I'm done. When you tell your story, talk about several programs that you've done, and your results in the first one and your results in the second one. The first one may be that you lose 1 stone, right? You lose 15 pounds. And then the second one, you only lost 7 pounds. However, you lost 2 dress sizes, right? There is a difference. So it's not all about weight, right? But about how the clothes are fitting you, and also your state of mind. You share that, so when people start interacting with you on the inbox, on Messenger, then you can tell them, yeah, this is lifestyle. This is something we're doing constantly. It's not just one program, even though we know one program will help you. As you get engaged in a daily exercising, daily nutrition, dense nutrition, and daily group support, that's when you start changing in the long term, right? So, and then how much weight or pounds have you lost, in what time frame, sizes, what does your family think of your transformation, and how do you feel now that you can see physical transformation? So these are just questions. Once again, you don't have to follow them, but one of the things that we recommend for you to do is that once you've answered all these questions personally, put them in a paragraph, okay, and print out your before and after picture, and then go live, do a live video, and tell the story as a paragraph. Tell it, in a few minutes, and show you before and after pictures. Say, you know what, and I love this, and let me know if what do you think about it, and lots of people are just going to congratulate you, and they're going to go, oh, that's so cool, Carlos, that's awesome. How did you do this? What's your idea? What you've been doing? And when those contacts start coming to you, that's when you're approaching and tell them, guys, thanks for the love. I appreciate this. Yeah, you know what? I'm part of this group that we get support from each other, and I'll give you more information as we go. So yeah, I think that the first, assignment from a call from us is, hey, learn to tell your story. Whatever your story is, learn to tell it in a way that is compelling and entices people to like or comment on your video or on your post, so you can start expanding your circle of influence, letting people know what you're doing to transform your life. So that's what I had for today in our training exercise. Arnauld, would you like to add something to it?
No, I think in closing, I think that's perfect. And you might feel that you don't have a story. Well, you're working on your story. And these next few months, you can really fine tune and hone that story, where hopefully by autumn of this year, you become a walking billboard, or or talking testimonial, if you will, of what this vehicle has done for you. Because then once you create that story, you create trust. You create affinity, you create followers. And then the next part from there is to then support those same followers through free challenge groups, making sure that you help them on their fitness journey. You meet them where they are. And then from there, you go to offering value, right? And the value will be big, because that's what, ultimately helps people stick to you and, choose you, because they still have a choice to make. So I hope the choice is going to be each of you. And we certainly look forward to working with you guys. So we've kept you long enough. We look forward to doing more of these. We love doing these, and look forward to just a great, successful launch in autumn, as Sophie says, autumn. Yes, I called it launch, but I sit corrected. It's autumn. So thanks for having us, Eve. Pleasure meeting all of you. Can't wait to meet you in person and shake your hand and give you a high five. So back to you, Eve.
Awesome. Thank you both so much for, sparing us some time. We are all so excited about this. And everyone, thank you so much for coming. Carl and Claire, who I think's now disappeared, really, really impressed. Caroline says, do you have any idea of when you'll be doing a London event? Yes. I know that me and Beachbody Live are hosting one in September.
Yeah, so you'll be later from there. We're hoping to give you guys a definite date. Part of it is just making sure that we get our ducks in a row. We'll give you guys more definitive dates in hopefully, for sure by July, if not before. So I know there's some planning to do, but yeah, we'll let you guys know, and you can plan around it.
Can we expect to hear maybe a date at Summit? Not pushing you or anything.
Sure. Absolutely.
Just saying.
Absolutely. So, and speaking of Summit, you're all welcome to come to Summit in New Orleans.
I'm there.
Awesome.
I'm there. Janelle's there. Lynn's there. Carlos is there. Yeah, you're going to be there. Nick's there as well. So we'll be hunting you down.
All right. Can't wait. We'll form a group so we know who everybody is, and so we can get to meet everyone. So
awesome. Well, again, guys, thank you all so much. And guys, thank you for spending some time.
Let's get a picture together. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Who's going to take it?
Take a screenshot.
Let's
if I do it as a screenshot, because I can.
Screenshot, even better. So
yeah, ready.
1, 2, 3.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Done. I have been getting them sneakily throughout as well.
Okay.
So I'll put a selection up.
You caught our
at Lisa's face.
All right, you guys.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I'm sure I'll speak to you later.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.